We're going to get started in this video with prototyping, but first we have to do a bit of work to get the prototype started. So we have this recent activity screen, and up in the top here we have the profile icon, and this profile icon is going to produce a drop-down menu. The drop-down menu will have a couple items in it for you to move around in the app. So to facilitate this, I'm going to click on this artboard, the classes artboard. I'm just going to drag it across just to give us some room to work. And then I'm going to click on the recent activity artboard, holding down the Option key or the Alt key. I'm going to click and drag to the right. And I will name this Profile Dropdown. And then I need to create some items here for that dropdown. So starting off with the rectangle, I'm going to mark off a rectangle in this area, and it doesn't have to come down too far, probably not wide enough, just need it to be about this big. And the rounding, I do want it to be rounded a little bit, but not that much. Now for the top here, I'm just going to pull that up just a bit. Need to zoom in, see what I'm doing. And then what I want to do is turn the border off. So that's going to be my drop-down menu background. Now I can add some text. So I'm going to add some text in here for the items in the menu. The first item is going to be profile. That's going to allow you to modify your profile settings. So I'm going to click on this style for the default style. So profile, then I'm going to have settings. These would be app settings, and then billing. Since you're a member, if you're a member, you can modify your billing information. And then finally, a logout option. Just want to log out. And then I noticed that all of these are set to center align from our previous work. So we'll need to set these to left align. And then I need to align all of these items. So I'm going to use the align tools here, aligning them to the left and distributing them evenly down this. Now I see that I have an opportunity here to use less space. So I'm just going to modify this menu background, pull that in just so that I want to keep it consistent. We'll pull this over a little bit, give it some breathing room. Great. And the last thing I want to do here is set this logout to be one of our primary colors. So I'm going to use the fill, and I'm going to just grab this. All right, great. So now we have our menu, and now we can start setting up the relationship between the first screen, so let me zoom out here, and this screen, and then we can set up the prototyping for that. So what I want to do, there's a couple of things here. So I want, whenever someone clicks on this item, that will take them to this screen so that they can see this menu. And then also there's a button here that says update profile. If they click on that, actually no, that will send them to the profile screen. So we just want this icon to show this drop-down menu. Now because this icon is in a component, if you hold down your command key and click on it, it'll make it available, and then we're going to be able to link this up. So to get into the prototype mode, we have to go up here and click on prototype, and you notice that the inspector changes. We don't have layout, some of the other options that we saw in the design mode. So now I need to click on the item that I want this to relate to. So I'm holding down the command key, clicking on that profile drop-down icon. And then you'll see that there's an arrow here. And this is how you make your relationships. So I'm going to click and drag to this screen. And you don't have to click and drag anywhere specifically. We know that this is the screen that we want. So I'm just going to click and drag here. And you'll see the relationship gets created. And then we have an interaction panel with some options. So the interaction would be tap. If someone tapped on that, then this would happen. A transition would happen. And then the destination is this profile drop-down screen. And then you have several options for animation. In this case, it's just a dissolve is fine. And then you can set the duration and the easing values. So I'm going to ease in to that. And then the duration is 0.3 seconds. If you want to increase or decrease that, you can try these things. I'm going to stick with 0.3 for now. And then I'm just going to do a save. And whenever you're previewing your prototype options, what we want to do is click on the artboard that you want to start from. So I'm going to click on recent activity. And then I'm going to click this play button. And that'll open up a window that shows me my app. And here's that window. While I'm looking at this window, I can make any changes or updates in the screen behind it, and that will reflect in this window. And then if I go ahead and click the profile dropdown, you notice that my cursor changes into the finger icon. So I can click on that, and then my drop-down menu appears. Now in the next video, what we want to do is we want to hook this up and this up to the profile page. So we'll need to set that up in the next video. But for now, this is our first step into the world of prototyping, where we're connecting app screens and creating an experience prototype that people can react to.